Welcome back to Late Night Podcast. We're back in the offices doing it from our homes this time. If you guys liked the other podcast where we did it in person, let us know. We're looking forward to doing it again. Probably my garage next time. We'll see what happens. But yeah,
Barbecue setting next time. I would like
we'll see what happens with that.
chowing down on some good food.
I had some good food today. Speaking of good food,
Yeah.
I'm starting to make pre-made dinner, like lunches, like pre-made meals.
Okay.
So I just looked up cold salads, like high protein cold salads. So it's like protein and like carbs and stuff like that. But I found some salads with like chicken and shrimp. You can make just keep them in the fridge cold, like a summer salad. And you just that way you don't have to warm anything up for lunch.
Hmm.
Bacon, chicken, noodles, tomatoes, uh, some Italian like oil dressing that I made from home. But everything was good. So that's a new thing I'm doing. Speaking of good barbecue. I did barbecue chicken for it, but
I've been just doing like the main breakfast deal. So I've got the breakfast like protein pack and then two hard boiled eggs. That's the way, that's how we're powering through the mornings.
hard boiled eggs is a quick way to make you run to the bathroom too.
No, not for me.
For me though, give me a couple hard boiled eggs and see what happens.
No, sir. That's a good way right there because you got 12 grams of protein just in the two hard-boiled eggs, and then I think it's like 14 grams of protein for the little deal that I've been eating and trying to do that religiously on top of some of the vitamins to kind of help me with like back support, bone support, all the other stuff. So,
Oh yeah, let's get into it. Work. Last week of work.
huh,
Yeah, you say the same thing.
Memorial Day. Everybody lost their head apparently when we hit Tuesday. That was rough. I think I was out at at least 12 or more jobs and it was chaotic. It almost felt like my phone didn't stop ringing, which that's par for the course for the job. So I'm not going to complain about it. That's what I signed up for and I'm here for it. But it was
Yeah,
chaotic AF. Like it was nuts.
I spent the week out of town. Uh, left Tuesday morning. And excuse me, damn. Left Tuesday morning and got back Thursday night.
Yeah.
And we got about 8 jobs completed out there, all hail jobs, siding. Some roof repair was not damaged, but it was a warranty roof repair that had to get some sheeting replaced. But it was a good week, busy week being out of town, but it was all in all, it was good. It was a good week. So
Yeah, you really can't complain with stuff like that. I mean, at least you're staying busy and stuff like that. So,
yeah, 100%. It was about 2, 3 jobs a day, and then Friday we came back. Didn't have much planned for Friday in case things leaked into Friday being out of town, and luckily we got things done and knocked out like we wanted to. And yeah, I mean, we really couldn't complain too much. I mean, it was as good on paper as good as it was in person, so pretty self-explanatory. Just changing out vinyl siding all week, doing some facial wraps, and like I said, one roof repair. I mean, it was nothing. I mean, I think it probably a square shingles and one sheet of OSB. Just had a couple Rome vents leaking that we had to get swapped out, and it was hot, but it was good. 30 tap was our savior, I can tell you that. A couple
yeah.
of drinks after work next to the hotel, and called it a night. And then,
I've always wanted to go to that place. Every time I've been out in CR, I've always wanted to because most of the jobs that I've been at have been around that area
yeah,
and I passed by it. I'm like, man, I really want to hit that. But
there's one in Ankeny, I guess now.
see, I thought it was Ankeny or Huxley, but
It's somewhere. I believe it's like in like the. Don't quote me, but I was told that it's like in like the Plaza, like B&B Theaters side of town, kind of in that area. But I told them like if I ever go back to Iowa City, I'm going back to 30 Tap. It's good food. I mean, it's not even that expensive either. I mean, I think I spent on Tito's and one Tito's and lemonade and a pop and 12 wings. I think I spent like 18, $20 with a tip. So I mean, it wasn't terrible at all.
Yeah, I mean that's not too terrible.
My most expensive bill was Texas Roadhouse.
Ah, I can't stand that place.
I love it, dude. I went there. We got there at perfect time, right when everybody was kind of showing up for dinner around 4:45, 5 o'clock, and they still had prime rib. So I ordered me a prime 12-ounce prime rib and had a good Thursday night dinner before we went back to the metro. So and we had 10% off our meal thanks to the hotel. So can't complain too much.
Oh, was it attached to the Texas?
No, no, it was 10 minutes up the road, but the hotel had 10% off coupons at the hotel. We were able to grab them, and they gave it to us and said, "Yeah, you guys are feel free to grab them." So we were able to take
You're
those and save
you
some money.
you stayed at the Marriott, huh?
Nope,
Dang. I
we
thought I
stayed
had to
at
think.
the Stay Bridge next, right attached to the Media Com Arena, right on the river.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you're by
it
Quaker Oats.
sure.
Sure.
I didn't pay attention that much. I found a hotel that was within the budget that the company wanted us to spend for 2 nights, and we got ourselves a room with the kitchenette in it with a pull-out sofa that the other guy I was with didn't use. He's like, "Hey, if you want the bed, take the bed." All right, so I took the king size bed, and he had a queen size pull out. And I told him, "You want help pulling that thing out?" No, I'm good. So he slept on a normal couch for 2 nights. I kind of felt bad. I'm like, "Dude, I could help you pull that out." No, no, it's fine. All right, cool.
That's
Oh,
the
well,
homie.
that's the homie. Whatever. Watched Family Night and passed out by 10:30 both nights, and woke up at 5:30, 6 o'clock the next day, and kept cruising.
No 12 o'clock escapades, huh?
I know Thursday night when we went out to Texas Roadhouse Thursday night, we had I had one drink, one Tito's at Texas Roadhouse, and then a couple pops, and then we were back at the hotel by 6:45, 7 o'clock, and just hanging out, chilling. We kind of looked at each other while we were watching Family Guy, and I was actually uploading the podcast, episode 4, uh, sitting in the hotel room, and we kind of look at each other like, "Hey, 30 taps just down the block. We can walk to it. let's, let's go get a nightcap." So we went over to 30 taps, sat on the balcony, and had a drink, and after our drinks were done by 8:30, we kind of just peeled off, went back to the hotel, and went to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I would say my biggest thing was getting the Dairy Queen done. We got that all wrapped up and
All
everything
completed
like that.
finally.
Oh yeah. Well, not completely because we still there's two scuppers, but the actual roof itself is completely done.
That's good.
So
At least the
all the
main project's completed.
yeah, the TPO's done, the city inspector's been out there, everything like that. We're all good. We're rocking over here. So
Oh yeah.
past
Oh yeah.
inspection, past everything else.
So, if y'all watched the last podcast, I briefly mentioned at the beginning of it that I didn't have ChatGPT pulled up next to me with my little bulletin points, kind of help the podcast flow with ideas and conversation. Um, I mean, we kind of caught up on work, and the next blue collar thing that we have kind of talking about blue collar burnout check topic: the reality of working 50 to 70 hours a week and still feeling behind. I
Oh
know I'm
boy.
feeling that right now. I mean, it says talking points here. Why so many people working, why so many working people are struggling right now, and the pressure of being the primary income earner. I don't have the pressure of being the primary income earner. My wife does work a full time job, so we both work. But I mean, yeah, 50 hours a week. I mean, that, I usually work. Yeah, I mean, I get close to 50 hours a week. Some weeks more than that, depending on how busy I am and how I set myself up for scheduling purposes. But I still feel like I'm running behind. I actually had today was my first day back in the office where I can actually sit. Because Friday I actually picked up like 3 jobs after I got back to the metro. But I did one job this morning that I was actually able to sit, call homeowners, check in on estimates, and schedule things out. Uh, and get caught up on my spreadsheet. I keep everything in a spreadsheet, all my jobs. That way I can keep on top of things. Um, but yeah, I mean, I always feel like I'm behind. I mean, I'm right now. I'm currently the service tech um, with the most jobs on my lap. Just because one of our service techs is out of town and the other one's currently injured, so I'm feeling a lot of heat on my back, to say the least. I mean, I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, so I kind of feel like no matter what, every step that I take, I'm still sitting in the same position. I'm not really seeing whole lot of things getting checked off, but I know I'm doing something to keep going. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been 3 weekends in a row that I've worked to some capacity, and then at the end of the day, I mean, you guys have gave me shit for before hopping on games, like catching up on accounts and stuff like that. But it's like I'm kind of doing, the site supervision and the back end paperwork, scheduling crews out, all the other BS and ordering materials. So, I mean, I'm doing all of it. I'm doing two people's jobs at once, technically.
you're
So,
uh, a lot of different positions wrapped into one.
yes, until next year is what it sounds like that they're going to pull the trigger on letting me hire a guy. So, this summer is going to be a lot of me running around doing all this stuff. But yeah, I mean, I thought today was going to be an easy day, and then it kind of spiraled into a long one. Last time I checked the CRM program we use, I was at like 19 ats. I'm like, oh, dude.
That's it. That's it.
well,
I mean,
well,
fuck. I just went through all my ads on my CRM, and I mean, I went down from 330 in the last 3 4 days, and now I'm sitting at like 25.
yeah, I have to. So for me, that looks too cluttered because if I wanted to let it just go and write out, then yeah, I'd be at that many. But
I like to keep clean mine out once a week, but with me
I
being
do
Iowa
mine
City, it
I
was
do
just
mine every single day. So like at the end of the day when I finally sit down here in this office, I see it. So that's normal margin at the end of the day because I they gave me an iPad, but we know how it is with the iPads. You can't
mm,
really use those for that.
not a
It's
good time.
it's not fun. You can't do what you're wanting to do with it. It's not the same as a computer like this.
Yeah,
So
no.
I wait till the end of the day, and about 20 a day or so is about normal.
Yeah, I'd say the same. I know
So
when service is up and going and we're getting like intake like crazy for leads, my phone doesn't stop. I mean, I get notified that we get a job. I get notified that it gets moved to approved, so a PO's generated. I get notified through email, not once but like 3 times. Then I get notified through another app that it's scheduled for an appointment. So I mean, my for one job, I mean, if my phone's banging probably 5 to 6 notifications that I don't look at till like the end of the day.
I have all of my stuff, so I've set it with the company that I'm at. I have it set to where my phone doesn't get any of that stuff. It's the iPad that gets the notifications, and then obviously this computer.
Yeah,
Um, the one thing I will say is the crew's calling me all day long. That's the one thing because they run into something, you have a minute detail that's off or anything like that, and they're just calling you like crazy. Or you have future projects scheduled and they're trying to call you asking about it after you send a labor ticket. It's like all day
yep.
long, all day long.
I just get calls from management, salesmen asking questions about jobs I have to help them with. But if it's not that, then it's coworkers asking me for my opinion on things and jobs. But um, yeah, I mean, long story short,
7 day warriors.
yeah, I mean, if I'm not working for my full time job, then I'm doing something for my own deal. So uh, keeping that going every weekend. I mean, like I saw a Facebook reel, and it was this guy talking about how $20 isn't $20 anymore. Like $20 an hour in 2020, $20 an hour in like 2020 was good money, and then $20 an hour in 2026 isn't anywhere near as enough. And he broke it down to the point where it's like if you make $20 an hour, you work a full week of work, make that turn that into a month, and you're only bringing home like maybe 3 grand. I don't know the full fucking math on $20 an hour, but um, I mean, you're talking $800 a week. You're talking $3,200 a month. In 2020, about 3 grand was good for one income. Not including your spouse's income, obviously, but
Well, that'd be for a bachelor.
yeah, and it wasn't bad. And then he put it in good perspective that like today's age in 2026 with the prices of groceries, fuel, bills, most average homes right now, your bills cost about 3 grand a month, if not more. And that's not including like childcare and like your groceries and your fuel you spend. That's just like your basic necessities that you need. But um, yeah, I mean it's crazy how much like you realize that are you how much you work. A lot of guys worked back in the day. I know, like not back in the day, I would say, but I would say like it felt like when I was starting working out of high school, it was like okay, I can work and I can just make money. I can pay my rent and I can still have things. I can go enjoy myself. And now it's like, hey, I'm working 50 to 70 hours a week, just trying to make ends meet so I can pay my child care, let alone maybe have a little bit of extra money to put towards some things. That's where it comes to what keeps you motivated when you're tired of the grind.
I guess for me, I'm a psychopath because I love it. I fucking love it. Um, I like staying busy, so I can't really complain too much about what I'm doing. I mean, constantly doing something. The day is never drug out. So, I mean, but you also know how I am too. I love just keeping rolling all day long, and
I
I can
love
keep
working
rolling.
for my. I love working in general. I love the tasks that I do on the day to day. Like I love throwing shingles. I love doing siding work. If I could do that every single day and just do work, I don't mind doing the back end and stuff and selling stuff and dealing with homeowners. I mean, it's just you're just building relationships. I don't mind that. Um, but as far as the question, like what keeps me motivated when I'm tired of the grind, I mean, I got kids. You got kids, so I mean, if my kids are eating, kids got a house to stay in. I mean, that's what keeps me moving.
Oh yeah,
Not only that, but I want to be able to. My goal now is not to get rich. Like the life that we live in now, in today's age of like the price of things, my goal is not to get rich. My goal is right now to make us like a cert. Like if I can make the same amount of money me and my wife make together, more obviously. Like there's always needs to be a grace spot. Like more than what we make would be nice. Together, I want to retire my wife. That's my new goal. Um, I don't mind childcare. I like childcare because obviously every parent needs childcare, just so they can work and make money for their family.
Well, yeah.
And people out there that we got blessed with a friend of my wife's that watches our kids, that she's known for years. So since we moved back home, but um, childcare is a serious thing. I mean, every parent needs it. They need someone that they can trust to watch their kids and raise their kids while they're making money to put food on the table. But at the same time, I'd rather have my kids being raised with their mother. Just that way, they're not being raised by somebody else. Um, but yeah, my new goal in life now is just to get to a point where my wife can kind of do her own thing. I mean, she doesn't have to quit her job, but at least she doesn't have to worry about working a full time job to make bills. At least she can do what she wants to do and be happy doing what she's doing versus just working at 9 to 5. So yeah, that's what motivates me. There's an end goal in my head right now that I'm just trying to get to a point where I can advance, where I can look at the wife and say, "Hey, you don't have to work no more." Like that's what would make me happy. Like don't even worry about it. Like I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and you can kind of just you can just help with the kids. I'd say it was almost $1,000 a month. I didn't have to send them to fucking daycare. I mean, honestly, dude, daycare's fucking outrageous, man.
Yeah, I know.
Daycare's fucking nuts. With 2 kids, I mean, it'll be one kid after my oldest goes to preschool. He'll be in all day preschool, but we're getting closer now that daycare's almost out of the picture. But
Yeah, but then you got like summer camps and stuff like that.
you got that. You got sports. And I know my kids will be doing sports. If they're not doing sports, they'll be in FFA. If they're not in FFA, they'll be in some other damn club that involves them traveling somewhere. So I'm looking forward to that stuff. I was a part of a lot of clubs, so in sports.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, me and the wife are already aligned on a lot of things. She's working at a school, and when school's not going on, she's working at the daycare where the kids
mm-hmm.
are at, slash summer camp for Cairo since he's at that age range. So
Hell yeah,
take him on you know, trips and stuff like that throughout the summer. So
yeah.
that's been fun.
I
The
got
place that she's at now, it's really good because today was the first day for her starting work, but when she went into the rooms, they were actually teaching the kids stuff instead of just doing whatever, like putting kids in a room and letting them play and everything like that. Like, no, they were actually having them, like Jenna was writing her name down and everything like that. And seen a nice little thing where they were trying to teach her how to do her, like write her numbers and letters and everything like that. And I was like, okay.
so
So,
it's more like a learning center than just a daycare.
yep.
That's good. That's what I'm looking forward for Walker. I mean, Walker is he's speaking, but he definitely needs to be around more kids his age because him being around his 2 year old brother, he lacks in making complete sentences like he was trying to do before Bodie started talking. But I think him going into preschool and doing actual lessons where he's learning like how to write and stuff like that. And, like he knows his numbers, he knows his letters, but he doesn't know what they look like. So like I show him like, hey, what's this? What letters is? I don't know. He knows there's an A, B, C, D, and blah 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 blah, but he doesn't know what they look like. So I'm looking forward to him kind of learning that stuff and going from there. So
It's all
that'll be fun.
motivation. It's
Exactly.
it's a thing that you don't really cherish until you have to deal with it. Because as a
Right.
kid, everything like that, you don't ever see what your parents are actually doing until now you're the one doing it. It's like, oh shit, you got to really appreciate that type of stuff.
Yep. Yes, you do.
So
All right. Well, other than that, I mean, whoa, move my damn camera. Oh, well.
messing with stuff over there,
I am turning on my lights. Trying to. Whoa.
strobing out.
Yeah, no shit. There you go.
Keep the pink light on. Turn the lights off.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, just. I mean, there's not much to say about work, and usually we spend a decent amount of time on work on this, kind of bringing stuff up. But I mean, work was super smooth last week. Um, Other than that, I mean, yeah, I mean this. It's there's almost to the point where it was kind of a boring week of work. I mean, it was smooth, busy but smooth. I would say that for sure. So I mean, I got a couple loose topics, kind of change up today's episode of things. Kind of run through it. I mean, I kind of just asked ChatGPT to kind of throw in some random things that we don't really discuss. Um, Kind of see some different ways of how we think and things like that. So, um, yeah, if you had $10,000 today, no, if you had $10,000 tomorrow, how would you spend it?
$10,000 tomorrow. How would I spend it?
Yeah, would you pay off debt? Would you invest it? Would you buy something fun? Start a business? Upgrade your gaming setup? What do you think?
For me right now, in my current situation, I would get rid of both of me and the wife's personal cars and put that towards the Durango I've been talking about forever. That's what I would do.
In the comment section down below, give me your honest opinions about a Durango, please. I've been telling this dude to get the fuck away from him.
It's better than the Porsche idea I had.
If you're looking for a family vehicle, just a nice. What the hell is going on with this? Where's the normal colors? There you are. If you're looking for a family vehicle,
You got your head stuck around those like early 2000s Durangos. They're not the same anymore.
yeah, but you got your head stuck around a rear-wheel drive Hellcat.
No, four-wheel
Okay,
drive.
so you're looking at a Durango Sentinel.
Four-wheel drive so that my
Sentinel,
wife can make it from point A to point B
right?
with the kids safely. And it's a compact, like not compact, but a big enough vehicle that we can still load up groceries and everything like that. But it
Sentinel.
stays within the, because I'm not big on like the Tahoes and everything. I'm not, I don't, it's the same discussion everybody
Tahoe's
has.
amazing. What do you mean? Tahoe's the best four-wheel drive family
No,
car out there.
mm-mm, I can't get behind it. And I'm a
Well,
Chevy guy, and that I just, we teeter over here. Chevy and Mopar, baby.
I'm
That's where we're at.
I'm the same way. I mean, I grew up a Chevy dude. Um,
There's a see, but we like that muscle. We like that. That's just it right there. But I want my wife to be in a vehicle that can get her from point A to point B with no issues. You've seen what's been going on with the Jeep that she has, and I told
I
her that was a fucking problem from the start.
I
That
told you never to buy a Jeep.
you told me personally,
Never
me,
buy a Jeep.
but my wife has been hell bent on having a Jeep forever, and she doesn't even want to let it go. And I'm like, no, we're taking that thing and my vehicle, and we're going to trade them both in and just get a Durango, a newer Durango with like 20,000 miles on it. That's what we're doing. That's where we're at.
Right. I mean,
The old Durangos, I will say, were garbage, like the 2000s, like I was saying. But that's just like the discussion that everybody used to have about the old Dodge trucks. It's like they all got transmission issues. So, okay, well you're talking about the older Dodge trucks.
they
They've
do
evolved
have
now. They're
transmission
not
issues.
using the same shit as before. So you can't, it's not even a comparison. And not only that, if you're able to work on your own stuff, you can get past all of those issues. The people that are
Yes.
the people that are bitching about stuff are the ones that want to buy the truck and don't have the know-how or the people around them to be able to fix the issues. So they sink, 10 grand into a truck and they're
Sure.
like, why is it breaking down? Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? I don't know. because you have no idea what goes into a vehicle. That's why.
I
Tell
here's
me
the
I'm
thing.
wrong.
Well,
Tell
here's
me
the
I'm wrong.
thing. You're not
Tell me I'm
wrong.
wrong.
You're not wrong. I'll say this. You're not wrong. Here's the reason why I don't like a family Durango V6.
I would like it to be at least a V8 with four-wheel drive.
Okay. Then you're looking at a 5.7 with bad gas mileage.
Well, fuck all of our jobs. Like she's going to be so we're going from two cars to one, and she's working in the Ankeny area. We live in Altoona, so I mean,
Right.
we're not going an hour away. If she can safely get from here to Ankeny in 20 minutes, that's all I care about.
Right. Not a bad idea. This is what you need.
What is that? The 2016
This is a Durango Citadel. I think that's how you pronounce it. Citadel, yeah. Citadel. This is the
Sentinel.
family car. This is the third row seating family Durango. Okay. But in your head, you want this. This is
No,
what
I
you
don't want to.
don't
I don't
need.
want no damn.
This
I
is an
don't want that thing.
SRT. You do not need this.
I don't want that damn thing.
But I mean, they're. I think the newer body styles are really cool looking, but I don't see them as like a family vehicle. I mean, I can't say too much. My wife wants us. My wife's been eyeballing like the. She's been eyeballing the Tahoes a little bit more now that she's looked at them, but for a while there, she was wanting a Santa Fe.
Well, yeah, you're right
Um,
on the 5.7. That was a. This one was that I'm looking at to 24. How do I share an image? I need to share this one right here.
I would have
No,
to
I
do it.
can't. I can't share that one because that's not what I want. That's what I want it to look like, but not within my price range.
This is what my wife wants. I've been telling her no. I'm not gonna lie. They're very beautiful vehicles. This is a nicer. This is the nicer body style of what they were beforehand.
Is that the Santa Fe? What
This
is
is a
that?
Santa Fe. This is a Hyundai. Hyundai.
That's funny that I knew what that
Santa
was.
Fe.
Yeah, I
They're
just
they're
took a brief
gorgeous
like
cars
look.
compared to
Well,
the
yeah,
compared
they're
to the
supposed to look
2020.
sleek. They're supposed to look sleek. They're supposed to be, they're a family car. That's what they are. That's just exactly what it is.
Yes, but the boxy look of these cars is 10 times better than the old look when they look like a Chevy Traverse. That I did not like at all. When she told me that, she's like, "Oh, Santa Fe." I said, "Hell no, they look like fucking Chevy Traverse. Just buy a Chevy Traverse." And she's like, "No, look at these ones." And she showed me the new ones, the 2026. That's what I just showed. Um, and yeah, I mean the interior, the exterior, they look like longer Range Rovers slash Land Rovers. I mean they look sharp,
And
but
those are Hyundai
yeah,
or what? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
What's the turnaround on something like that? Because I mean, Hyundai, what? Uh,
you can buy one of those brand new for about like 38 to 42. If you
I know
buy the
I'm saying it like if
calligraphy,
it breaks down or something like that. Like, what's the
I don't know.
turnaround on parts wise?
They're brand new. So I don't know. I know that if you bought a 2026 calligraphy Santa Fe, which is the top like stitched interior like the top of the line of Santa Fe, you're looking to spend around 42,000. If you compare that to a brand new 2026 Durango, like top of the line Durango, you're looking at like 80 70 or
Hell no. I'm looking
80,000.
at a 26 Dodge Durango right now for 34,000. It's
Top
got
of the line,
18,000 miles
not
on it.
used. I'm talking like these are so new that they're just now rolling onto.
You're talking about 10 miles on the damn thing.
Yeah, like the Santa Fe's, like they're just now rolling out. They've been out for a little bit, but I mean like the brand new ones are like brand new, like from a dealership, um, Hyundai dealership. You're talking between 42 to 45,000 compared to like 65 to 70,000 for a Durango.
No,
But
we
I mean,
ain't.
look at a GMC.
That's a that's you're talking like the Hellcat edition. We ain't doing that.
Look at a
Get the
GMC. Like let's compare
get
it to
the
a Yukon.
Rumblebee.
Yeah,
Put the
dude,
wife in the Rumblebee. Have you seen the new trailer for that?
dude, all the new muscle trucks that are coming out look
Oh
fucking
my
badass.
oh my god.
They look fucking amazing. I would
I
love to own
see
one, but
I've seen the the deal put out on YouTube, and I was watching the Rumblebee one, and I'm like, oh my God.
they're
Have you
coming
seen the
out with three of
specs?
them.
Have you seen, well, yeah. So the Rumblebee is the best one, and then they have two more that are lesser, but that Rumblebee, dude, the specs on that thing are nuts.
Yeah, they're coming out with three
They have,
in
I forget what their
2027.
code names are, but yeah, they're pretty sick.
Let's see. They have the Rumble Bee with the 5.7 Hemi producing 395 horsepower. They have the Rumble Bee 392 with a 6.4 Apache producing 470 horsepower. Rumble Bee 392 Track Pack, which includes the 470 horsepower engine but adds a track oriented suspension and performance upgrade. And then you got the big boss, the Rumble Bee SRT, the flagship model, equipped with a 6.2-liter supercharged Hellcat V8 generating
Oh, I was wrong.
777 horsepower.
Jesus.
0 to 60 in roughly 3.4 seconds, reaching a top speed of 170 miles an hour.
As a truck.
Yeah,
Any type of modifications to that thing, and you'd be on rims.
it hits 170.
As a truck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Any type of modifications to that, you're fucking on rims. What was it was a Dodge truck, wasn't it? Or was it the Cobra truck that we were looking at that had like 1700 horsepower? Which one was that? Was that the Cobra Hennessy truck?
Uh, Tennessee truck. Hennessy Performance is famously built for building the powerful. They have a flagship Velociraptor 1000. It's an F-150 Raptor R, which features a massive 3.8-liter supercharged upgraded engine managed to produce 1,043 horsepower, launching from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.1 seconds.
Where are the specs off between the Dodge truck and that? Because I mean that's got significantly more horsepower. If you're
I, I
at
mean, you're pushing a
1400
3.8 liter.
horsepower, I I guess maybe the difference comes in the weight of the truck.
No, it's the motor. You're going from a 6.2-liter Hellcat that's pushing 777 horse to a 3.8-liter supercharged. I'm assuming the 3.8-liter is.
I mean
Um,
that's a lot of ponies, especially for a truck. And
I'm
that's
trying to
nothing
figure
done
out.
to it. Could you?
So wait a minute.
Ah,
It's got
man.
a. Oh, so yeah, right here. So the Rumblebee's got the 6.2 Hellcat and the Velociraptor 1000 has a 5.2 liter V8 with a massive 3.8 liter Whipple charger, replacing its
Okay.
factory 2.6 liter. Quarter mile in 11.4 seconds at 122. That's with a truck. Hear me out. The Rumblebee's
Yeah,
sitting on
we're
like
talking
street
about
tires.
trucks here, folks.
Yeah, but
we're
wait.
we're talking about
Hear this one
trucks.
though. Hear this out though. So that Rumblebee's sitting on street tires, street rims, right? The Rumblebee is. This truck, the Velociraptor, does a quarter mile in 11.4 at 122 while it's sitting on a 3-inch suspension lift and 37-inch off-road tires. This truck, put this truck on fucking street tires in no lift and imagine how much quicker it is. You're
Somebody got a
talking,
hold of that for like a drag truck.
dude,
Oh,
that's fucking nuts.
and what? That truck came out in 22, 23?
When did this truck come out?
It had to have been 22 or 23 when it came out because they only made 100 of them. I think. I think they only came out with 100 of them.
This truck came out in 2024.
I was at least decently close.
Yeah, you said 23. Let's see how many of these were made.
They're special order. I know you had to order them on the actual website because of the Hennessy collaboration.
They are special orders. There's not an exact number of how many have been made, but if you were to buy them, they typically cost between $234,000 to $240,000. So
Yeah,
almost half a mil or a quarter of $1 million.
yeah, that's a bad truck, bro.
So the truck itself, the base
I'm surprised.
vehicle, the
I'm
Raptor
surprised that
R,
truck itself isn't in the game.
it is.
That Hennessy truck is.
The six-wheeled one is.
This one's not six wheeled. That's why I'm saying I wonder if that'll be a special truck that gets
Because
dropped in the game.
The Birdie has F-250 in the game.
Hennessy's collaborated with other people with trucks, but I'm surprised that um it's not in Horizon.
The is this a real truck? Yeah, it is. The Birdie. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm just pronouncing it off of.
The six wheel one.
No. This is so in Forza Horizon 6, the game we're talking about. We've been grinding lately. Um,
You've been grinding.
I've been fucking grinding the piss out of that game. But
I haven't had the time to grind the damn game.
the Birdie's been in the Birdie has always been in the game, just like Hennessy has. But they added this truck in Forza Horizon 6. It's the Birdie F-250. Um, it's a real truck, and from on paper, it has a 6.7 liter turbocharged V8 diesel, producing 850 to 900 horsepower and 1,200 foot-pounds of torque.
I just,
The truck rocks Fox shocks, 37-inch BF Goodrich tires on 17-inch beadlock wheels.
you know what we need to do, Nash?
What's that?
I believe Newton does it, but that Speedway,
Yeah,
they have a day out there that you can drive Lambos and all kinds of exotic cars. You just got to pay, obviously.
sounds
That would
expensive.
be, that would be, that'd be fun.
Sounds expensive.
I don't know. I mean, you're already looking stuff up. If you look up Newton, what is it? Newton exotic. Trying to think of the actual wording for that. Newton usually does that, where they bring out a bunch of exotic cars, and it might even be Knoxville. I could be wrong, but yeah, they bring out exotic cars, and you pay some type of deal, and you can drive the car, and obviously you've got somebody with you, but that would be fun as hell. Set up a GoPro and just hop in like a Lambo or anything like that.
there's this place called Virginia Gifts. I don't know how. I'm not know nothing for this website. But it's called Iowa Exotic Car Experiences. Um, so drive or ride alongs, um, ex- extreme experience. The touring company brings vehicles like Ferrari 296 GTPs, Lamborghini Porsche 911 GT3, Corvette C8 Z06 to the I-29 Speedway in Pacific Junction, Iowa, just outside of Omaha, Nebraska metro area. Packages allow you to drive multiple hot laps with a professional instructor in the passenger seat. Or they have Dream Drive Exotics. They occasionally host autocross and driving experiences on the road course of Iowa Speedway in Newton. Or they have Jeffrey Earnhardt Racing Experience. If you prefer stock racing, you can drive actual 500 plus horsepower NASCAR Cup cars at the Iowa Speedway. Now, if you want to rent an exotic car and street drive it, One Exotics in Davenport, the Luxury Collection in Des Moines, or Jet Set Automotive Cedar Rapids can all hook you up. This is not a. I'm not sponsored by any of these. We are not
No,
sponsored by any of these places, but
no, we're just,
we're car
well,
people at
obviously
heart. So
spitballing, but this would be a good thing to throw up on the tube. That would be fucking sweet.
it sounds expensive, dude. Let's look at the one Dream Drive Exotics. Search. So the Dream Drive Exotics.
Iowa Speedway exotic driving experience. 3 laps for $59 or 5 laps for $99.
That's not bad at all. It's pretty cheap. I will say the place that I looked up, this Dream Drive Exotics, is no longer in business.
Need to look. We need to look into that. The wives wouldn't want to be anywhere close to that. They'd hate it.
Well, yeah.
Anything over 60 miles an hour and our women get nuts.
So this place called Extreme Experience. Um, Ride along start at $79. Supercar experiences where you can drive them with an instructor start at $200. You get it's $200 for 3 laps. Longest straightaway is 2,100 feet, 9 turns. So you get to choose. You get to choose what state you want to go in. They don't have anything in Iowa. But the nearest ones we got around Iowa. You got Illinois, Missouri, Minnesota. That's about it. I just clicked on Missouri because I've been to Missouri multiple times. They have Kansas City, St. Louis, Tulsa, Omaha. No. Well, there's some in Nebraska too, I guess. If I were to go anywhere, I would want to go to fucking Kansas City. The closest one with the largest. Holy shit. Never mind. Fucking A. Lamborghini Huracan LP 610 4 starting at $479.
I will say a lot of the vehicles that Nash has said you do need certification or licensing before you even drive the vehicle off the lot.
No, you
So,
don't.
a lot of those supercars and stuff like that, like,
I can go
yeah,
buy a
sure, you
Lamborghini
can
right now.
look it up.
Do you need a
Licensing for supercars.
a special license to drive a supercar? No, you do not need a special license to drive a supercar on public roads in the United States. Standard valid state's license, as such as the standard C or Class D in Iowa, is all that is legally required.
Huh. I've
Yeah.
heard for some, like when it hits a certain threshold, that you have to have some type of certifications because in order for them to sell you a vehicle of that magnitude, because I mean, there's people that would want to burn them right out of the parking lot, but could, I mean, you'd send it straight into a building. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's just because you have people that don't know how to drive.
There's driving and then there's driving cars like that, Nash.
I get told every day that I drive my work van like I'm playing Forza in real life. I just saw a post. Someone goes, "What is a poor man's Ferrari?" And it says a Toyota MR2 SW20, legendary
No.
second generation mid engine sports car produced from 89 to 99, famous for its baby Ferrari styling pop up headlights and thrilling analog driving experience. It remains one of the most sought after enthusiast cars from the golden era of Japanese domestic market JDM vehicles. It is actually a beautiful car. I'm going to pop up this image. I can't pop up that image. Of course I can't. It's funny because they actually do look like Ferraris.
Kit car.
It's a Toyota. It was made. Why don't they have this in fucking Forza?
That's what I'm saying. Where's the Hennessy truck in Forza?
Man,
Could you imagine the Hennessy truck in those snow mountainy areas?
they had the Hennessy truck in 5. We don't need the Hennessy truck in every Forza game. I'm sure it'll get added on as some festival event, but not always needed.
Shit. You always need a little sugar and spice.
And we lost Kyle.
Get out of here.
All right, folks. This is what a SW20 MR2 Toyota looks like. It's a lot more narrow, more short, but it is a rear engine car. It's like a baby, literally what they call it, a baby Ferrari. I don't know, I'd take one. Pretty cool looking. I dig it. Kyle, what do you think?
It looks like a fucking fake Testarossa.
You
That's
know
what
what
it
it
looks
looks
like.
like? It looks like a
A
Pontiac
fake.
Fiero. Looks like a Fiero, dude. What the fuck?
That's
I'd take
yeah.
one though. They're
That's
cool. Right hand drive. Right
it's
hand
like
drive.
the Eagle Talon.
Well, other than that, we talked about cars. Well, I mean, we literally just talked about Kyle. I asked Kyle if he had $10,000 tomorrow. What he'd do? He said buy a new vehicle, pretty much. But what I do, I'd pay off debt. That is probably one of the lamest answers I could ever say, but 10 grand goes a long way. For me, I mean, I could pay off some debts, get me closer to like buying a new house, which leads us into our next segment: small town Iowa talk.
Oh boy.
Why people stay in small towns? Why people move to small towns? I will say one thing about people staying in small towns. Most of the people that stayed in small towns grew up in the small town that they stayed in. I'm not saying I'm a trendsetter. I grew up in a small town of 500 people. I still live in said town, but I moved to Norwalk with so from a 500 population to Norwalk for 3.5 years, and it went from 500 to like 12,000 people. Boy, oh boy. We loved Norwalk. I can't talk bad about it. It's a beautiful town. It's gotten a lot better in the last 3 years that um, since we moved from it. My mother-in-law still lives there, so we visit it quite often. But
Other than all the cops in Iowa live there.
yeah, I mean it's a safe town though. I'd say Norwalk's a
Oh, I
very safe town.
I wouldn't doubt that.
But I mean the school district's really good out there. They have a lot to offer as well. There's a lot of amenities or necessities you can call them that are popping up. So like grocery stores are popping up. A lot of fast food restaurants are popping up. Sports complexes are huge out there now. I mean, the town's thriving. I would say. I think Norwalk right now is taking a huge booming right now, kind of growing up a lot too. So,
Mm,
but as far as small towns go, it seems like a lot of people that lived in the cities are flocking more towards your small, quieter towns to get out of that robust loudness. I would say.
It's not always received well either.
I would say it's weird. For me, it's weird because I grew up here since I was like I literally was since I was a baby. So I mean, seeing what my town was back when I was just riding my bike around town, in the early 2000s, knowing like the old people that lived in certain homes. Now looking at it, it's like there's like almost hardly. I'd say I would go like 60-40 split on the more original folks compared to newer people. There's a lot of homes now that have been bought up and have been there's a lot of homes now that have been bought up and remodeled and now are selling for like stupid prices. I'm not kidding, dude. There are houses in Des
500,000
Moines.
plus.
There are houses in Des Moines, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths that I could buy right now between like 175 to 215, I'd say, for a decent house in like the Des Moines Second Ave area.
Yeah.
You come to or if you go on Zillow right now and look up Iowa, you're looking at houses that are 299 plus. And I'm not bashing the people selling them. They put a lot of work and time in flipping them out and doing the work on them, but dude, we're a town of 500 people. The closest store to you is 35 minutes away. The closest gas station is the FC on the highway with no general store. And you're going to spend 300,000 on a house? There's a reason why my business is called BFE because I literally live in the middle of fucking nowhere. And yeah, I mean, me and the wife are looking at moving most likely in the next year or so. So we're kind of getting things in line for that. But I've gotten asked by multiple people, friends, family, well, hey, you gonna stay at home? You gonna stay home? And the answer is probably not because the price of homes are so high, and since we are in the middle of nowhere, the price of utilities is also equally as high. So, I mean, it's not really weirdly to say that small towns are kind of getting harder to be affordable nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to buy an acre of land and put up my own house. I mean, I think that would be one of my dream goals right
Acres
there.
not enough.
Acre's not enough. I mean,
I would say after looking at homes on Zillow multiple times, looking at land, minimum 2.5.
well, I ever tell you about that house we almost had for 80 grand? Me and
Many of
Christine.
times. Many of times.
Yeah, I we missed the mark on that.
I missed the mark. There was 5 acres of property. There's a 5 acres with a farmhouse on it outside of where I'm from, and it was um
Granted, the one I'm talking about is about 2.5 hours away from anything.
yeah, this one
So
was like there was a farm property outside of town. They wanted a couple like I think 230,000 for it. This is before I moved to Norwalk, and I I tried getting it, but with it being out in the country, there was a lot of weird lines that you had to follow with like the whole mortgage thing, and yeah, it was just it was a lot more work than we wanted to deal with. So we ended up finding a place in Norwalk on Super Bowl Sunday randomly within our budget, and we ended up going with it for 3.5 years, which wasn't a bad house. It was cool getting out of Collins, but yeah, it was just one of those things. Other
Yeah.
than
There's those offshoots, man, where you see houses where people are selling them, and then it's just like, why are you selling? Because like the one me and Ash were talking about that I've told him about many times, I believe had 40 plus acres, three outbuildings, and it was essentially like a double wide, but
right,
all the land, prime farmland, and we tried extensively to get it, and it was only at like $80,000, but it was 2.5 hours away from everything.
well that's the thing. It's just like
Like fuck, that's a once in a lifetime property that shows up. A farmer in the area came cash in hand, bought it. I think demoed everything and just turned it all into farmland. Okay, well,
yep, it happens, dude. It's like this. Like I think like what you're saying. It's 2 hours away from everything. I've always I've grown up 30 minutes from the capital of Iowa. And whatever I think, I've always grown up with my parents as well, driving 30, 40 minutes to work every day. That was my life growing up. And
yep.
I do it now. I've done it for a while. I've driven hours to work. Kyle's driven hours to work. Um, but when I go north to like some northern town in Iowa, like this week, I'm going to Milford, which is literally on the Iowa Minnesota border pretty much. And as soon as I go to towns that are like over an hour from Des Moines or Altoona or Ames or Ankeny, the first thought that comes to my head is, what the hell do these guys do for work? Those guys have found jobs in those towns to live. That's what they've done, and I've learned that, and I've seen that. I mean, it's
They do the same thing. They either, I would say, work from home most of the time, or they're driving the hour to 2 hours every day
a lot of those small
because of the
towns is
pay.
all like, yeah, but I think a lot of the small towns that I've seen go to, a lot of them are people who are working at like, let's say a Panora. Panora is just far enough away from Grimes where like you can make that drive to Grimes to work every day, but at the same time, there's so much work in businesses in Panora that you can do that a lot of people that are raised in Panora just work locally.
If you're within that family, that's the one thing.
Well,
Those are the people that are making the big bucks, is like the people of families that started some of those said businesses.
I wouldn't
Just like a
say fully, but I mean,
oh,
you
come
have.
on. It's
I
like,
can't say that because you have like if me and you grew up together in the same small town, and say your dad owned a business, your dad's gonna hire me if I go pursue that trade or whatever he's doing because it's family friend. I just think it's having connections in local towns. Not only that, if you grew up in a town and old man Rick owns a shop down the road that you've known him for 20 plus years, he's gonna be, oh hey yeah, come work with me, come
oh
work for me,
yeah.
or whatever. I mean, it's just it's like small towns know everybody. Like I'm not out here tooting my own horn, but like people know my last name because my entire family grew up in this town. Like my cousin lives outside of town. My uncle lives outside of town. My aunt lives down the street. My mom lives down the street. So like everybody here lives in town or around the town. So if they hear my last name Kennedy, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're so and so's cousin or whatever."
That's the same thing as like in the Ankeny area, like with my wife working at the school, having my last name, the main focal point of this last name is all in the Ankeny community. I mean, a lot of my family is over in that area, and they, the politics and everything like that, you hear that last name, they kind of bend I wouldn't say bend a knee, but they just kind of like, oh, you're such and such. It's like, well,
Hmm.
there you go.
I thought it was the funniest thing years ago. I
That's
was
crazy.
living.
That's crazy too. A last name carries a lot of weight.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when I walked. I was living in the South Side of Des Moines after high school, and I walked into 69 Vapors on Southeast 14th, and I was asking for a vape from the guy behind the counter. The guy goes, "Dude," he's like, "You kind of look familiar." I said, "Oh, okay." Like, I'm not from around here, but whatever. And he goes, "Is your last name Kennedy by chance?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Your mom?" He said my mom's name, and he's like, "Huh." I go, I kind of looked at him a little weird. He's like, "Your mom used to babysit me when she was in high school." I said,
Oh fuck.
"What?" It was the most randomest thing, dude. Like, I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, dude. Like, whatever, sure." But yeah, I mean, just things like that where it's like, like you said, yeah, names go far.
Very far.
But yeah, I mean, I guess let's in this talk. Small town. Let's go. Would you rather live in a small town, 500 people, where you have to drive 35 minutes to get groceries, or would you rather live in a town of 12,000 people where you can just go up the block and grab your necessities that you need? Yes, no, one or the other. You already
Nah,
live a block from everything, so I mean,
Nash already knows my answer. I hate living here.
that's
I
where I'm
I,
at, dude. I'm to the point now where I'm in the middle
I want to
ground.
be I want to be an hour away from everything.
Fuck that. Fuck
No,
that, dude. Fuck that. I mean, hey, if you drive an hour to wherever you're going, whether it's work, groceries, whatever, good on you. I'm okay to settle with a good 30-minute drive, take about a mile and a half of gravel out to a highway, and just shoot up to the store. I'm still in my little area, but
I'm
driving an
cool with
hour,
driving. I'm
yeah,
cool with
I'm
driving.
I'm not because when you think about it, kids, school, the further you're away from that, the lower typically, I'll say this typically, the lower that school district goes down in performance. Then you're just at that point, you're just kind of saying, well, kids, at least I live an hour from everything, but you guys get kind of the shit in the stick, have to go to this shit fucking school.
No, I don't agree with that. I feel like lower populated counties have better schools because they focus more on academics than anything else.
I can't disagree more.
No, because what are you, if you're at a school with a lesser population, you're not, your chances of going D1 in any sport are merely short. So they're like down here, and then if you're in a bigger city, it's up here. Like if you're at Dowling or Valley. So all they're focusing on is sports and everything like that and trying to pump out D1 athletes.
But to have
In a
D1
smaller
athletes, they had to
town,
have good academics.
yeah, but there's leeways. There's
Uh,
loopholes in academics. No.
You can't argue with me, bro. I grew up in a literal small town with a 2A school. Not saying my school was shit, but I'm just saying it wasn't the greatest. We didn't have a lot to offer for our students. None, I will say this, none of the athletes in my school have gone pro. As far as I know, none have gone pro. There are a lot of successful students that gone to college and came out with successful careers that came to my school, but none sport wise. They're all academics.
That's what I'm saying. Academically, it's better in a small town because that's the
No,
main focal point.
I can't. I'm gonna stand on it. I would say smaller classes, more one-on-one time with teachers. Yes, they help more, but I will still say that this. I would still say that there are more opportunities in a bigger
Nash, tell
school
me,
district than there are in a smaller school district.
tell me this. Some of the guys that you played football with, or even other teams that you played against in high
Yeah,
school, some of those kids, you put them on rosters at like a Dowling or Valley, they probably would be pro. but they just lived in a smaller town. But academically, like you just said, they're successful business people and everything like that. Why?
because they went to college,
Why?
because that's what they were told to do.
No, because they had more time in a smaller class setting to learn things better.
I don't believe
How
it.
how how difficult do you think it is for a teacher at a big ass school to control 30 kids as opposed to a class of maybe 10?
Okay, I had it. My class was 41.
Okay.
I'm comparing classes from, like, I graduated with 41 kids in my class. I'm comparing that to my dad's graduating class, and, like,
Well, he went to
fucking,
Nord, didn't he?
no, he went to Southeast Polk. He
Oh,
had over 400 kids in his class back in, like, the late 80s, early 90s. But
I
anyway,
went
he
I went
had,
to Urbandale. Mine was only like 500.
yeah. So I was saying back then, though, he had like 400 kids in his class. Yes, you don't get as much time with your. I would say there's not much like coaching time with your individual one on ones where you can kind of pay attention to all your students. It's kind of fend for yourself and your motivation on your own to go through school with a bigger like school district like that. I would say that, but I'd also say that okay, I wouldn't say
We come because I went to Urbandale, you went to Collins. I've seen it firsthand because I have a kid that was one grade above me that went to the NFL
I know
and he
kids
got
that played
special
in
treatment.
college. I know kids that have played in college football, Grandview, ISU, Hawks. I know that, but I've never seen anybody from my school go pro. But what I am saying is that's women's and men's sports, not just football. I'm talking like volleyball, basketball, all that stuff, softball. There's a lot of kids that do softball, baseball. A lot of sports kids in my school. Um, but a lot of them sports took them to college so that way they can make a good academic career out of college. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to like what I meant by like small to small school districts versus large school districts. It's mostly when it comes down to money and what they have to give for like opportunities to schools. A lot of bigger schools and school districts have more money to offer more opportunities versus smaller schools don't have that much funding, so they aren't able to give that much opportunity to their students.
I rebuke on that because like at Urbandale and stuff like that, we had a small shop class, but we didn't have anything where we would work on vehicles or anything like that as opposed to like a Mount Air where they have a full on workshop where you can actually work on vehicles and stuff like that and you get the general knowledge of like mechanical backgrounds and everything like that. So there's two different
We
types
didn't
of
have
half
a shop
grading
class.
systems there. You didn't?
No,
Damn.
shop class was not a thing. There used to be a shop class back in the day, but there was never a shop class when I was in school.
That's crazy.
The only thing we had in shop,
We're
like
talking
shop, we had welding. You could take a welding one and two, junior senior year, but you weren't working on cars.
Mig and Tig, right? Or just Tig?
Stick, just stick. All you learn how to do is do stick welding and plasma cutting. Mount Air is bigger than,
Is it?
yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it is. I'll look at the population right now. Mount Air is
Or
bigger.
just look up Mount Air graduating class because it graduation just happened. But they're right on the border of Missouri.
Mount Air 50 seniors. So it's not super far off of what I graduated with.
And Christina, she graduated with I think 15 people. So it's grown since she's been there, but hell, we've been graduated for a while and communities grow. So makes sense. I might be under on that. I think it might be closer to like 20.
Mount Air is a 2A school.
Yeah, they're not far off from 11 man on football,
Yeah, we are a 1A.
which is crazy to me.
We're an 8-man football team.
You guys are closer to the metro, and those guys are literally in the cornfields, and
Yeah.
they're 2A.
We went down to a 1A school as soon as we might be 2A. But we're 8-man football. So I'm not 100% sure. But we went down to 8-man football my senior year, 2018.
My dumbass, I said 11 man.
Yeah.
I
We
meant 8 man,
8-man,
but
yeah. We went down to 8-man in 2018 when we separated from Baxter. We used to share sports with Baxter. That's what made us a 3A, I do believe. And then we separated in my senior
playing like
year.
Sadell and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, we play Adel and everybody, yeah. We play a lot of good.
Adell was pretty dominant at football.
Adel was our rivals. When it was Raiders, Adel was our biggest rival in football.
Yeah, then their football program is pretty good. I don't know how it is now,
Their
but
school program's nuts.
well, I know my cousin that went there. I think he said he needed 160 credits to graduate.
Yeah, I can
I only
believe it.
needed at Urbandale. I only needed 60, maybe 70.
I'm
Damn,
pretty. It
160
should
credits.
be
That's a
more than
lot.
that.
No, no.
How many credits to graduate high school in Iowa?
It
It's
changes
all
with
it's all specific to school district.
yeah, it's all different.
Most likely, it's between 80 credits. Usually puts you at junior standing. Um, Wait, no. 80 credits generally places you firmly senior standing. High school usually requires between 20 to 24 credits to graduate. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm an idiot. But other than school, um, our last, obviously, we've already talked about Forza 6. We're playing a lot of that lately. That's kind of the gaming thing topic right now. Going around one of the top games right now out. Um, I'm going to end this on a slight little debate, if you want to call it. What, in your mind, is the best side hustle for a blue collar worker? I'm going to give you a couple things. By a
This
couple,
guy.
I mean at least like 8 or 10. Roofing/slash siding sales, lawn care, power washing, YouTube, streaming, flipping motorcycles, Facebook Marketplace reselling.
That's it.
That's it. That's what Chat GPT gave me.
GPT. Um, so the
Side hustle, making a little bit of extra cash. Nothing crazy.
the roofing and siding, if you've got word of mouth, is very high up there. But I have also seen the Facebook side of it from another friend of mine, and that guy does nothing but wheeling and dealing. And if you have a means of acquiring things and know people, the Facebook hustle is a real deal.
I'll say
So
Facebook reselling has become huge.
like if you
huge.
like I said, if you have the means to like know people and know when certain things are going on sale or you've built up like a shop profile or anything like that, it's just kind of there, honestly. Like that's it is what it is. I've seen it firsthand. I mean,
What about lawn care?
lawn care is a thing, but lawn care is lawn care.
What about
Just like
power washing?
you could put that into roofing.
Power washing?
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking more like lawn care. You kind of put those two hand in hand.
No, you could put um
Power washing is
power
cement,
washing.
like driveways.
Oh, I was gonna say if we're talking about like decks and stuff like that, like I mean you could still put that in for roofing,
I would put
even
that in
with
roofing.
no, because if that's a service that you provide, I mean you're already there at the property. It's an exterior extremity. So, I
There's,
mean,
I feel like if
if
you're a
your
power
company,
washer, you're not roofing.
well, no, we're saying side hustle.
Yeah,
So
we're talking side hustle.
side hustle wise,
Joe
no.
Smo works at a. Let's say he doesn't do what we do for a living. Let's say he's a blue collar guy that does. Let's say he turns wrenches every day. Roofing and siding sales probably not his best bet unless he has a little bit of knowledge about doing just repairs.
Turning
Um,
wrenches, that guy's gonna be all over Facebook. What do you mean?
Facebook, lawn care, flipping motorcycles. I don't know why it put that on there. It's such a random specific thing to do, but I'd put flipping lawnmowers. You can buy a lawnmower for a couple $100 and fucking get
Oh
it running
yeah,
at
you
flipping that.
well, you snipe a fucking Cub Cadet off of Facebook or something like that, fix
Yeah,
it up real quick. Oh man.
yeah. People flip
But
fucking
those are
lawnmowers more than motorcycles. I feel like.
those two are kind of clipped into the same thing too.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, I mean, I think the ultimate thing there is Facebook. I think the
YouTube
best
streaming
side hustle, if you have a following.
if you have a following. I was gonna
If you
say
have a
I don't.
following.
It popped up side hustles for blue collar. One of them I saw YouTube and streaming. I'm like, if you got a good following and you're like making videos of your work and you have a good amount of following, sure, yeah, like
That's a
YouTube long term YouTube videos and streaming video. Like if you want to stream and shit like that, sure, go for it.
you were talking about a certain product that we can kind of fold this into the mix
Certain
too.
product.
Yeah, you were talking about the meta glasses.
I won't buy a pair.
See, we talked about the negativities of that,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking just for work related stuff, like I would keep them in the truck
Nope.
or at the office. I would use those strictly for work purposes because Oakley has a pair.
Nope.
Oakley has a pair, and I would use that to record almost at like the GoPro thing we were doing there for a while. Doubt you guys use that,
Never
but
heard of it. Never heard of it.
but no, just being on a roof and doing everything like that, and you've got those there. I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
whip out my phone, do anything, just do my stuff. But yeah, it would never enter my home.
The cool thing I will say about meta glasses that I've just realized I watched a couple YouTube videos and like people use them in YouTube videos now. I noticed that like there's a guy actually at my current job that uses them. Um, but you literally as you're you could have them on like normal sunglasses or whatever, and when you walk around, you can be like, "Hey Meta, record this," and it'll start recording just by you telling it to do it, kind of like a Siri situation, but it's just too much AI that I don't trust it. They already make a clip-on hat small camera that a lot of people use. It literally just goes right on your bill of your hat that I would use. It still gives you the same
Well, I think that's what the roofing
POV,
boys
but
use, right?
I don't know what they use. All I know is I see one guy that tears down transmissions. Works at a transmission shop, and he literally tears down transmissions and rebuilds them. And he uses like one of those little cameras up top. And the reason I know that is because he gave like a small tour of his like tools and shit like that he uses, and he had like three of those cameras sitting side by side, and they're literally just clips. The camera goes into the holder and clips in there, and then you literally just click record on your phone, and It's really just a POV of your hands working. And I like that view a lot more versus my glasses. I mean, the glasses is more of a POV, I guess you can say, but I just don't
Look
like
up
the AI bullshit.
look look up the Oakley Vanguards.
Ugly Vanguards.
Ugly Vanguards.
I hate Oakleys, dude. I've never been an Oakley dude. Oakley Meta glasses. Buy Oakley Meta Vanguards. $500.
Real time translation, everything like that.
$500.
Yep.
These are the ugliest glasses I've seen in my life. Ugly. And you have a battery right next to your temple. I don't want that. I hate using my phone like a normal person. If I get a phone call from somebody, I'm literally just on speaker. I hate using
I do that
I hate
all the
using
time
my
too.
phone next to my
I
face.
have another one I think you would like if you looked up
I say
the
that while I'm wearing over ear headphones that has a battery
yeah,
in it.
we got transmitters in the fucking
Literally ridiculous.
favorites. Where you at? G2B smart glasses. Look those up on YouTube. That those glasses are something else. They look like mine, but they're clear lenses. But they actually transmit. So when you're looking at somebody, they can't see it, but when you're looking through the glasses, you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Sounds weird. I'm telling you,
It
dude, in the next 10 years, everybody will be like Ready Player One. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it and you'll get what I'm saying.
oh yeah,
Um,
G2 smart glasses by I don't know if that's I think that's Evan Realities.
yeah,
No sponsors.
no
No
sponsor.
sponsors.
If you'd like
We're
to
just
sponsor the Late Night Podcast, let us know. Drop a comment. We'll look into it. Um,
but
yeah.
yeah, these glasses here, they're pretty point dextery, but you you would never even know that you've got an entire database in your glasses, just like these. Wearing these right now. These are my eyes. I'm blind. But yeah, just transmitting text and everything like that on the glasses.
I'm good.
How so my thing is like it sounds good and it seems good, but like when it starts transmitting stuff onto the glasses,
Yeah.
how the hell are you going to see something?
It's see through. It's a translucent. Translucent is that the right word? It's a see through screen. They actually make TVs that are like that. That like literally are like pretty much just completely see through. It just shows the thing. Like, dude, look at Google. Google used to have a glass years and years ago that was the same thing. It would literally just pop up a screen on your thing. You could still see through your glasses, but you have like a small LCD screen or whatever that was on your lens that just worked. Look at the Meta goggles, where the fuck they are now, the Apple Vision Pros, whatever. You can literally see through them, but everything's there in front of you, like that's in the screen. Like it's the same type of shit. It's just the world's going to like this. Everything has to be just here. It seems like nowadays it's insane. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, before too long, there'll be kids in schools that are learning on fucking the Vision Pros, and won't be any more teachers or something. It'll all just be robots and all super. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that at all. Yeah,
I almost, I almost said idiocracy.
yeah, literally, dude,
That's
literally. I guess we can end this on two more. We have one more thing that I like to do. I know we do it for our meetings at work. I know Kyle's probably done it multiple times. One win, one loss. What's the best thing that happened this last week? And what's one of the things that kind of frustrated you, or maybe kind of made you feel like you little, yeah, let's go just one of your biggest frustrations? Doesn't have to be bad, just something that kind of bothered you. Well, what was one of the best things that you could say? Let's go work and personal. Let's leave the L's out. Let's just do 2 wins, work personal. Nice. Good yawn.
Yeah, I've been yawning. Um, Work wise, I mean, staying up with all the commercial projects that are going on and everything like that. We've smashed one out, so that's a pretty good win. Accounts are closed. So, I mean, that's that. Tidying up the sub thing and getting a sub agreement put together would be a good one for me. But
Oh, yeah.
um and you said personal,
Yeah, just a
correct?
personal win. Yeah.
Personal win.
You have to have something, dude.
Tighten it here. Uh Personal win. I mean, getting the siding replaced. I guess that's
That done already?
oh yeah. You're doing it. So there's another win. You're
At your
doing all of
house?
oh yeah, you're doing all of
The fuck if I am. That's a loss. That's an L for me by now.
it. Resheeting and everything.
No, I'm
All
good.
of it.
I'm good on that.
No, we'll be getting the siding done here very, very shortly.
Oh yeah.
So
I'd say work win last week. I kind of already mentioned it. Just knocking out a bunch of jobs out of town, getting those all caught up. Um, Personal win. I just say gotta get everything back in order. I mean, it feels like it's been forever since we've kind of just deep cleaned everything and kind of felt good about the house in a while. And um, we got the whole basement finally picked up and cleaned and got a bunch of shit we just been storing kind of kicked out. And we're 1 week closer to our getting our camper, so that's another big plus for us. So
1 week closer to getting the camper. Do you mean well you have it, correct? Or are you just refurbishing it?
we're keeping it. We're buying the camper. They're just wrapping things up on their end with it. We should be able to get it this weekend, this Friday night. I'm hoping.
Oh shit, I thought you already had it.
We were supposed to pick it up last weekend, but they had to do some final ties on it, and then they're gonna let us come pick it up. So yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully, get it all set up and ready to go before the 4th. We already got a spot on the 4th picked out, and enjoy our first camping trip.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, thank you all for watching again another late night podcast. If you guys have any opinions or anything like that you'd like to drop down in the comments, feel free to do that. Uh, if you've made it this far, I'm gonna start kind of doing final questions so that you guys can, people that made it this far, can answer in the bottom and get a chance to be featured on episode 6. Question this time, this podcast started out fresh. If you could quit your job tomorrow and start any business, what would it be and why? Could be anything. It could be a random muffin store, or it could be a huge corporation idea that you got saved in your back wallet. Give us you guys feedbacks on everything. If you guys liked it, like I said, drop a like, drop a comment, share it to your friend if you find it fun. And yeah, thanks for staying late. Peace.